everyone, how are you? So today I wanted to share with you this really amazing experience that I had at church. Plus, I was asked to share this with you to enlighten you on what you can do to earn more blessings in your life. It's a cool one. So I was at church, and right away, when I first showed up, I'm standing here, and within just a few moments, all of a sudden, I felt the vibration start to surround me, start to fill me up. I could feel a high-level guide coming in. It always feels really blissful. And all of a sudden, I felt my face being pulled over here, and Jesus appeared right in front of me, about less than a foot. And I saw him in full apparition form, full color. I know it's mind-blowing. It's unbelievable. I stood there, stunned, speechless, as always, right when he had my attention. He said to me telepathically, I want you to pay attention right now to everything you're going to experience. And that was when I went, all right, here we go. He's been giving me more experiences at church that are amazing, and they're asking me to share them here on YouTube to enlighten all of you. This is one of them. So I was given my orders, pay attention. So I'm standing there paying attention, and all of a sudden, when church started singing the first song, and the song was one that expressed devotion to God. There's a lot of Catholic songs that express devotion to God. Don't ask me which one this was. Jesus has actually asked me to bring a notebook to church now so I can take notes to get that specific with you guys when these experiences happen with me. This was before I was asked to bring a notebook, so it was just one of the common songs. I'm standing there. I don't always sing at church because I'm not a singer. And that day I actually happened to have a stomachache. So now I'm really not singing. And all of a sudden, people are singing and I'm not. And I saw Jesus, and then I saw Kuan Yin appear. And then all of a sudden, they both moved from in front of me to behind me. And I saw them with my physical eyes. And now they're behind me. And now they open up my third eye, and I can see them standing right behind me, super close. Right next to me, like there's no space. And I saw their hands all of a sudden go on my back together, and they said, sing. And all of a sudden, I just started singing the song. And right when I started singing the song, I saw the hand of God come right down the roof of the church and come right in front of the whole congregation, in front of the altar. And Jesus said, when people sing praises of devotion to God and Jesus, God blesses them. And they took away my stomachache, and Jesus and Kuan Yin kept me singing, and I saw God's large, completely white, energetic, perfectly shaped, it looked like a fatherly's hand, glowing white light, massive, floating right over in front of everyone by the altar. With my physical eyes, I'm mesmerized. As the song was singing, Jesus enlightened me more. And he said, singing is the same thing as praying. And I want to teach you so that you teach others that when they go to church, they can earn another blessing for showing up at church for singing. And then when the song ended, I saw God's hand touch the top of the head of everyone who sang. And as I saw God's hand, the hand of God, touch the top of the head of those who sang, Jesus said, God blesses all of those who sing devotion to God and Jesus at church, a second blessing. And then Jesus said, everyone gets a blessing who shows up for church, but those who sing with sincerity are showing another act of devotion, and God gives them a second blessing for doing so. I sat there and I watched it. It was so beautiful to see the hand of God touch the top of the majority of people's head, and I was knowing that they were receiving a blessing. And then the thought occurred to me, all of these years that I've gone to church and didn't sing, because I'm not like a singer person that likes to sing, and I'm actually quiet and shy, so sometimes, a lot of times, I'll be in church and not sing and be quiet. And I thought, oh, who couldn't use a second blessing? I think a blessing is anything that can make your life happier, easier, more joyful. A blessing is taking away a migraine. I get those blessings a lot from the Ascended Masters. I could have used that. A blessing is anything that can ease your life or make your life happier. I went, wow, so cool. When I was processing this thought, which by the way, Jesus and Kuan Yin were putting into my mind and showing me this, they said to help people understand if they're going to show up for church, they might as well do the work, which is not just the praying, but also the singing, because then they're using their time and their energy more wisely, because they're actually earning something for the investment of their time and their energy when they sing. They're earning a second blessing. They then also told me, but you have to, when you sing, just like when you pray, you have to mean it and be sincere. The song, again, that was sung was one that expressed words that told God that you believed in God as your God and that you were devoted to God. God let me know in that experience that it is so important to Him that He hears and feels your devotion to Him, and that when He does, He will reward you by giving you a blessing. So when you can surrender and fully give yourself sincerely to expressing devotion to God, you now know that you will be met with the positive gifts and blessings that show up in your life. And when you don't show devotion to God, you now know you've created, unfortunately, the lack of blessings and gifts in your life, which means you're not going to have the positive, joyful experiences sent into your life. Ascended Masters and God wanted you to know what you can do to earn yourself a second blessing when you show up for church. And that is to sing the words of devotion to God, and to make sure that you do sing it with sincerity. I hope that this helps you earn something you've been waiting for, wanting for in your life, and even perhaps something you thought you never could ever have, and all of a sudden it shows up for you because you took this step and you earned another blessing through the act of showing God devotion, through the act of singing. Namaste. Blessings to you. Until next time.